Jason Eaton wants to use an insanity defense after he's been accused of the 2023 shooting of 3 Palestinian American students in Burlington. He was back in court today, making that request again ahead of his June trial. NBC5's Yunya Martinez is in the newsroom with what happened in court and what comes next. Yunya.
That's exactly right, Brian. With the trial set for June 1st, time is becoming a major factor with the request this close to the trial start time.
With just a few weeks until the expected start trial for Jason Eaton, a big decision question remains. Will Eaton be allowed to use an insanity defense?
If the judge, however, decides to allow the defense, then the state has the right to depose my expert, and that has to be done, and I have the right to depose their expert, and that has to be done. It would be a lot of work, but it's doable.
Eaton's last court appearance was meant to give the judge a clearer picture as he decides to whether allow an insanity defense for that 2023 Thanksgiving weekend shooting. The judge noted that this request came late and even asked Eaton directly if this is truly what he wants.
The court's trying to bend over backwards to see whether it can allow this defense given the seriousness of the charges.
The defense says if the judge does not allow it, it could lead to possible appeals or even a new trial. If it is allowed, both sides will need to move quickly, lining up mental health experts and preparing their cases before that June 1st trial. Prosecutors say that timeline may not be realistic.
We will not be able to do that in 5 weeks, 4 weeks now. I don't see any way we would be able to hire an independent expert who has not reviewed anything and evaluate him and have an opinion in that short of time.
Meanwhile, the defense is also asking to move the trial out of Chittenden County. They say there's been a lot of media coverage and they're worried it could be hard to find a fair and unbiased jury. In the meantime, a status conference is set for this Thursday. Live in the newsroom today, I'm Yunya Martinez, NBC5 News.